Good evening, friends, and welcome to Kilombo TV. I'm Henry Nana Kwame J, and I have with me here Comrade Esplo Nani Kofi, and we are from the Kilombo Center for Citizens' Rights and Conflict Resolution in Biki. And we are here to update you on the second Pan-African Conference on Africans and Social Justice, that Kilombo 2013. So I will let Comrade Esplo Kofi tell us about the content of the conference. So Comrade, what is the content of the conference?
Oh, actually the conference covers 3 days. On the first day, we are going to have the first ever Ghana Street Parliament, which is going to make it possible for society at large to come and express their views on issues which they see affecting them and the nation as a whole, and also give an opportunity that it will be clear that it's not only people who have money who have a monopoly on decision making, and make it also possible for it to be a peaceful intervention of our masses of people who don't have to bend tires the way it happened in Ashaiman. The second day is going to be a day full of workshops. We are going to have 3 workshops at a time from 9 a.m. to about 6 p.m. We are going to look at various issues like African unity and women's involvement in struggle, the youth of Africa and how Africa is going today, the economic development in Africa, the direction of economic development in Africa, the involvement of the military and other security services in how to secure peace and representation in Africa, the presence of the United States African Command, the AFRICOM, on our soils and its involvement in things happening in Africa, our mineral resources and how they are being dealt with, and the future of Africa, representation of our people, and the street parliament. Then the final day is going to be a day in which we are going to prepare for a 3-year action plan so that we can network across the African continent to lay a basis for capacity building of the African unity and African self-determination movement. That is what the conference will be about. We actually have an invited guest. Hope all will be well and we can help them. We have Francisco Lopez from Angola, one of the most leading economists in Angola, and who was the coordinator of the popular committees during the struggle for independence, the struggle against the Portuguese. We have Bob Brown, a leading civil rights activist from the United States of America. We have Tiperu Wambua Liga, an African unity and African self-determination advocate from Belgium, and others who will be coming from other parts. So we have Martha Panisai, who's been organizing Pan-Africanist youth in Zimbabwe for years, who was very active with the Global African Congress, active with the Pan-African movement in Africa. We have all these people and a number of our own activists from within here. We have Kwesi Pratt, who is a known advocate on TV and radio for the cause of African unity and social justice. So, just to name a few.
Okay. Then it seems the conference is well packed. And friends, if you are coming, then you have an idea as to what to expect when you get here. But comrade, the conference seems to coincide with the birthday of Osadifo Dr. Kwame Nkrumah. Can you please tell us a little about its legacy?
In fact, one of the things which always attracted me when I would start talking about Nkrumah was when he went to the United States and he wrote a letter home to his relatives. He said something that whoever comes to that part of the world will have to be fully committed to the total liberation of our people. And in fact, central to everything about Nkrumah's life is how African people would be free and independent. When I say this, some people say that we are free already. Nkrumah said we should have control of every inch of our human resources and natural resources. I don't know whether we have control of any of our human and natural resources yet, but until we have control of every inch of our natural and human resources, we are not advancing the Nkrumah legacy. So anybody can use Nkrumah's name, can have Nkrumah on t-shirts, can have Nkrumah even shouting it every minute. But how do we get control of every inch of our human and natural resources as African people? Again, Nkrumah talks about a kind of politics which wants to establish social justice. So what happened to us, the kind of Holocaust which happened to us, which people refer to as the Mafa, which is worse than the Nazi Holocaust, will not happen to any people anymore. So what Nkrumah's African Unity and Self-Determination cause is about is a recivilizing mission of the world. Okay. The fact is to reclaim humanity for this world. The fact that enslavement, colonialism has dehumanized those people who engage in it themselves, because they behave unhuman by treating human beings the way they did. It's lions and others who were known to be doing those things before those things happened. So we have to change the world. When we say another world is possible, we are saying there will be a world that will all be humanized again. And I see that as central to Nkrumah's legacy. So when you are looking at Nkrumah's legacy, you're looking at how justice will be in this world. And in fact, there's one thing I used to talk about, which I think I'll bring in here. A lot of people find it difficult to understand our mission. Why do we sit down and we talk a lot? And I ask people, why is that we go to the churches and we listen to the priests a lot? And the fact is that the kind of mission we are involved in is to ensure that we create the conditions for people to be able to abide by the 10 Commandments, and that the fact that if those conditions are not there, nobody can even abide by the 10 Commandments. Now these people are saying that they are preparing to go to heaven. If you don't have food to eat and you don't have means of getting food, you steal. So you go against the 10 Commandments. That's true. If you are so pressed and you don't know what else to do, and some people hoard a lot of food in their house, and maybe you engage in armed robbery and kill them, thou shalt not kill. And so you have all these people packing the churches. While saying that we have to create the conditions of heaven here, then you will not even go against the 10 Commandments. So I want to leave it a bit at that, without social justice, nobody can even be able to do things which are morally sound.
So, in essence, you are saying that Nkrumah's legacy is still relevant today.
Nkrumah's legacy is relevant today, will always be relevant till time's end, because the issue of social justice is always relevant. As the people who go to the churches, the people who go to the mosque, the people who worship Buddha, whether they are all talking about social justice. This is all what Nkrumah's legacy is about. So it's relevant. And maybe even they make mistakes that they do not see that we create the conditions for social justice here. Because if the conditions for social justice here do not exist, then the people will not fulfill the condition for going into the other world if it exists or it doesn't exist.
So in 16 days, the conference will start.
Yes.
And many out there are making preparations, I believe, towards the conference. Could you take our viewers through a little bit of what they should do if you've not started, what they're supposed to do?
First of all, you have to confirm so that we do not have any chaos about accommodation and other arrangements. Okay. So those who want to come to the conference, they can either through email, send an email to kilombo.center@yahoo.co.uk. They can take their pens now so I can help them spell it. Kilombo is Kilombo, then dot, like a full stop. Then center is CENTRE, then at, A with some incomplete circle around it, that's at, then Yahoo, YAHOO, then dot, full stop, then CO, like short for company, CO dot, then UK. They can also phone, if they are phoning from outside, it's +233, which is the Ghana code, 241 498 912. Or if they are phoning from Ghana, 0241 498 912. And they can also check on Facebook when they go to the Ghana Street Parliament page, or they can go to the Kilombo Center for Citizens' Rights and Conflict Resolution, Peki, Ghana. They can get it there, or they can go to the events page on 27th to 29th September, events page on Facebook, and they will see the conference publicized there 27th September. All these places they can leave messages, and then they can also contact GFM Radio, where we run our regular program on Tuesday. Another World is Possible. You can register through there as well. So it's just about 2 weeks away, and there isn't much time. Register now, because if you do not get on early, you may have problems with accommodation and other things. So register now, and let's get you in the process.
Okay.
And also our appeal to them to place orders for our t-shirts.
Okay.
I'm sure they can see the beautiful t-shirts that we have here. You can even get more beautiful ones, lacquers. It ranges from 10 Ghana cedis to 18 Ghana cedis, according to the type of t-shirts.
So, friends, to everybody out there in the diaspora, our brothers and sisters, we look forward to seeing you, and we believe that another world is possible. Indeed, change is possible. It begins with you, it begins with me. Let us come together, let us meet at Kilombo, and let us make change possible. Thank you very much for listening to us, and we'll be looking forward to seeing you on the 27th of September in Ghana, Peki. Thank you.